That's crazy.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out to Awake Time Stories tonight. We're so happy to have you. It's kind of a special Awake Time Stories tonight because Boss Jason is out of town. So we can kind of let loose a little. Like, we can kind of, like, party a little if you guys want to do that. Okay, you want to hit it? Let me light it for you. Fuck yeah. That shit's strong. Amanda, you want to hit that? This is our new house band. This is the Beatles. We're really happy to have the Beatles playing for us tonight. Do you want to play us a little something, Amanda? Well, I'm feeling pretty awake, and it is time for some stories. So, okay, so our readers tonight will be Acme McConnell, Nick Norman, Phoebe Mol, and Anthony Clementi. Phoebe and Anthony are also releasing new books tonight. It's very exciting. Through World Egg Press, which is their small press. They're going to be reading some stuff from those. It's going to rock. So all these great people are here with us, but unfortunately tonight, Little Ree couldn't be here again. They got in a little trouble with the law. And, we can't say too much about it here, but we did want to issue an official apology to everyone that invested in Recoin. We're not associated with them whatsoever, but, our apologies to the victims. Anyways, so we should get started. Sorry, my bad. So even though Little Ree couldn't be here, we do still want to promote their new film. Because, it's still a good film, even though they're a criminal. And here it is, the trailer. Secret Room on Division on 420. You can go see that. It's going to be great. So, our first reader is going to be or not reader, our first artist, Acme McConnell, is going to show us some animations. They're also cartoonist though, so yeah. Here we go. Here's Acme.
Thank you. Are you gonna hand me the big blunt after? Okay. Sure, yeah. Sure. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's pretty good. Thank you. Hey, I'm Acme. Hello, everybody. I have animations. There's 3 of them, and they're all about 2 minutes long. So, let's see. Oh, and I have a Kickstarter that's live right now for a trading card game that's based on baseball cards, and I made it with my dad and my grandpa. So, yeah. And you can just look up Ball Stars, and you'll find it.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, the first one, I go to the Google, right? The first one is Bugly Show, and I could preface it by saying that it's like dystopian and short. So, yeah. Was the sound resolved? Or?
Perhaps not.
Yeah, I think there would be sound at this point.
Sorry guys, 1 second.
That's okay.
You have to wait for yourself. I swear it was working a minute ago. Do you want to see if the speaker turned off or something?
Has a light on.
Try to turn it off and turn it back on.
I hand you this and stand somewhere.
Do you want to talk more about Ball Stars?
Oh yeah. Okay. Ball Stars is a game, and it is a 2-player game. And if you like Pokemon or baseball, that would be a good game to check out. And it's on Kickstarter. Oh yeah, the 2 teams are the Eldritch Urchins and the Portly Piggins. And one of them is a pig-centric deck, and you mostly play pigs and pig modifiers. And on the other side, it's ghouls and goblins and ghosts, mostly. Yeah, that was a good prompt. Thank you.
How did you make it with your dad and grandpa?
Oh, I did all the mechanic design, and then and like a good portion of the illustration, and then my dad and grandpa also like illustrated the cards.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they both like to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, clutch. Oh yeah.
Oh.
This one is more recent, and it's called Tum Tum and Two More, and animated with my friend Harrison, who lives in Chicago. Let's see. It's also pretty short.
The audio's still off.
Oh, thank you.
Papa, is it your thumb? Is it hurting again? Let me see. Stay right there. I'll fetch you some medicine. Any requests? La-di-da-di-doo-di-dum. Oh, hello, little one. Hey. Hey, stay away from my dog. Fine, I'll take you on. Bon voyage. Oh, and pimple free. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Oh.
And that was my story about the summer of 2009.
Okay, thank you. And Spam, the voice of Spam is here. Did you make a slide? Oh yes. Okay, the last one is a Dragon Ball Z parody. They said they liked it, so.
The sound again.
Yeah, okay.
All right, here goes.
I see, so it's a fight to the finish.
Well, another peanut glanced across my plate. And pray tell, what are you supposed to be? Some kind of mime pig? Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get revenge for my friends.
I already defeated Goku. What makes you think you stand a chance, Peanut?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Follow me. We're gonna fight somewhere different.
This looks like a pretty good spot.
Okay, Sal. I hope you're ready, because I'm gonna give this everything I got.
Not bad. Looks like it's my turn.
Hey, Piccolo, you hungry? Piccolo?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Thank you, everybody, and check out Ball Stars.
Thank you, Acme. Wow, I feel like that really awakened something in me. What about you guys?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it kind of reminds me, like, that last one kind of reminded me of, like, we were watching a bunch of moon landing videos earlier. Because that's, like, the kind of stuff you can do when Boss Jason's out of town.
Yeah.
And, you know, Big Ray was telling me about all this stuff about the moon landing that, like, I didn't, you know, like, there's kind of a lot of stuff about the moon landing we don't know about, you know? Like, Big Ray, like tell him about the moon landing. Yeah, dude, like, and that's, like, pretty concrete evidence, I feel like. Okay, so, okay, yeah, anyways, so we got our next reader, Nick Norman. He's a cartoonist and a ceramicist, but most importantly, he's a doctor. Here he is.
Can I have some of that that big? Yeah, thank you. Okay. Here we go. So, new medical breakthroughs in male geriatric pregnancy by Dr. Nicholas F. Norman. Will it go?
It might just take a minute because of your animations.
Okay.
Try getting the downer.
Oh, okay, well, it skipped ahead. Hello, I'm Dr. Nicholas F. Norman. You can guess what the F stands for. I'm excited to share my research with you today. My findings have been completely disregarded by the medical community at large, except, of course, by those of you here today. So, big round of applause for you. I'm currently in a legal battle with several medical journals who flat out refuted my research and are unwilling to publish it. I tried to call the police, but they were also not interested in my research and arrested me for menacing and disturbing the peace. All because I walked into the medical journal office and did what I did. I didn't do anything. What started off as simple rectal bleeding from one of my patients developed into years' worth of research, culminating into what we know today as male geriatric pregnancy, or MGP. What was once an unknown medical phenomenon now has a growing population in the hundreds, most living completely normal lives. The days of worrying about waiting too long to have kids is over. And would you look at that, a second heartbeat? I'm having twins. Okay. On the eve of every man's 70th birthday, his body goes under an extraordinary hormonal and physiological change, giving him the ability to conceive and carry children to term. If he does not fulfill the steps required to conceive, a process which I will discuss in detail later, nicknamed the Norman process, he will not become pregnant. Within seconds of turning 70, the testes swiftly develop into 2 egg sacs, where after conception, the embryos develop within each sac. The uteri are positioned to elongate into the buttock, where the 2 baby boys develop as dizotic or fraternal twins. Next, we'll take a quick look at the Norman process, a discovery I'm proud to say will cement me and my family's name in history. This process is the essential moment of conception and perhaps the most mysterious part of MGP. Mind your damn business. When a geriatric male reproduces asexually, he need look no further than his own refrigerator. An often overlooked extension of human survival and key to understanding the ever-evolving human instinct. What compels men to store their semen in the freezer? Somewhere between the Marie Stouffer's meals and German chocolate cakes, the minds of these men lie. As many of us know, men save money by using their own freezers to save their sperm rather than using a sperm bank. By the time a man turns 70, he will have hundreds, if not thousands, of samples in the freezer. It goes without saying this was done prior to the discovery of MGP. Once a man selects the proper sample, reproduction may begin. Ah, yes, I remember this sample. And it has DNA code coming off of it, so you know it's real. Next, the subject must force the sample back down through the penis into the urethra in order to reach the newly formed eggs and begin self-conception. There we go. This is usually done with a long, skinny tool. Many patients have described using twigs, glasses, a model airplane, railroad spikes, or even objects with certain cultural significance, as we found in one patient, an Egyptian obelisk. Anything that can pressurize the urethra to push the seed back in. You can use almost anything. This is gestation of 0 to 8 weeks. Human male birthers do not show physical signs of pregnancy until after 8 weeks. Early geriatric male pregnancy signs include going to Albertsons to buy German chocolate cake and only eating some of it, attending funerals, digging through the trash to find leftover cake, and going to bed at 6 p.m. This is what it looks like at 8 to 12 weeks, 12 to 16. As the weeks progress and the ass begins to swell, the embryo, As the weeks progress and the ass begins to swell with embryonic fluid, there's the key. The twin embryos each hit their individual milestones. As the twins swim around in the sacs, they begin to exhibit their individual personalities. For some reason, from birth, even as far back as 12 weeks, the twins insist on being named Ryder and Brixley. And they send messages to the pregnant daddy-to-be. This message usually comes in the form of some strange dream where hints are embedded into the elder's mind through symbolic imagery. Almost all of the patients I've encountered cited intense dreams as being the reason they select these names. Others cite whispers coming from their wombs. One thing is for certain, though. Those babies are going to be named Brixley and Ryder. It's like the old saying goes, if those twins make your cheeks wider, name them Brixley and Ryder. Brixley? No, we need to use the other door. No, don't lock it. Okay, well now I have to see that witch again. Your name is what? Ryder? What do you mean, like someone on a horse? Ryder? Hello? Oh, who are you? Hey, get away from me. You're that witch. Why are we at the summer camp? Brixley, you know the witch? Why, no, I don't have the witch's gloves, but Ryder has them in his pack. Oh, they're not in there? Oh, well, they're in the witch's pocketbook. This is his dream, by the way. If that makes sense. Okay. Psst. Hey, they call me Brixley, you know, like Bricklin on the sly. What? What the fuck is that? You think that's a cool thing to say? Mine's easy. Just call me Ryder, like, you know, some guy who rides shit. The twins always keep a watchful eye throughout the pregnancy, looking ever forward to the pleasures and pains of life. They are highly attuned to the world, just centimeters outside the body. Every move, every slice of German chocolate cake, these boys learn something new about our beautiful world. And here's 16 to 20 weeks. Sorry if this is going on too long. There's 20 to 30 weeks and 30 to 40 weeks. When the twins begin biting, there's no stopping them. Now's the time. At 40 weeks, these boys are gonna hatch. Oh my, they're biting. Okay. So when the time comes, many of our patients consider coming to our birthing center located in scenic Newport, Oregon. To save money, we used the existing sign and modified it slightly. Part birthing center, part timeshare. We at Bud Get In Here Now pride ourselves in commitment to quality, cleanliness, and affordability. Bud Get In Here Now's rates are competitive and reasonable, starting at $89 per night or $412 a week. If you reserve your time now for next year, we can lock in those dates and get a reduced rate of $259 per week, birthing and medical rate now not included. So before I continue, I'm going to need confirmation from everybody that you're going to commit into locking dates. So can I get a yes or no from the audience? Any no's? Okay, we'll continue on. And there's some more modifications because we ran out of money. And here's one of our patients now. Next, the big moment. Let our wonderful staff welcome you and your new offspring into the world in our state-of-the-art natural home birth setting, complete with all of the amenities of home, a kind of home away from home, if you will. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and lift. Great, don't forget to breathe. Excuse me, ma'am, mind your damn business. Enjoy our state-of-the-art kitchens, complete with quick heat ovens, or try our entertainment center, provided in each room with a whopping 24 inches of screen. Now that's a lot of screen. And don't forget we have continental breakfast every third Monday in October, served on ceramic dishes made by me, Nick Norman. No one else is getting these deals, so you need to act today, especially if you're planning on hatching your own twins. You can also upgrade to our water birthing suite for an additional fee. Smoking and drinking during male pregnancy are not only allowed, but strongly encouraged. Drinking soothes Brixley, but especially Ryder, who tends to hatch from the wound, biting and scratching. The brandy also relaxes the new parent, and our research shows it is an essential element to the birthing process. The smoke-filled room enhances the birthing experience for all involved as it softens the light and removes pesky oxygen from the room, further relaxing Brixley and Ryder, preventing them from further scratching and biting fits. You can also... Maybe it didn't get included. You can also get the music and entertainment upgrade for an additional one-time fee of $149. Okay, well, that slide's not there, so you're missing that. We at Get In Here Now, Bud, are with you every step of the way. To welcome your very own Ryder and Brixley, the final phase is the hatching step. First, we'll relax you with some brandy and a cigar. The smell of the brandy and the cigar will coax Ryder and Brixley out almost immediately, as they cannot resist the aroma of a fresh stogie. The pain will be immense, horrible, unlike anything you've ever experienced in your life. You will want to die. Many of our patients have died, but it's worth it, and you'll never regret waiting to have kids and missing the chance. So it's a win-win. They are. Okay. At long last, my precious, beautiful sons, come here and give your old man a high five. Wendy! Arturo Fuente, what kind of shit cigar is this? Where's the fucking David off? I just Googled good cigar brands and then kind of ran with it. Wow, their first words, I'm so blessed. Okay? While you stay with us and heal from your procedure, you can help yourself in reading some self-published independent comics I made. Become one of the dozens of people that have read and enjoyed my comic work. Though Ryder and Brixley detest independent comics of any kind, you can read along with them and convince yourself you're doing a good job parenting for the first time. Okay, now, Brixley and Ryder, pay attention now. We're going to check out an excerpt from The Wild Isle by Nick Norman. Brandy! Looks fucking lame, Dad. Okay, and then I have this comic that I made a couple of years ago. It doesn't have any words, but I'll kind of cycle through them. But this is called The Wild Isle. It's with these characters that I made that are like a chinchilla, a turtle, and a tree, and they all work at a grocery store. So this is them going to their lunch break. So they're entering the staff area. Maybe some tunes would be good for this part because I don't know how to fill the silence with this. So the tree, for his lunch, he's having light. He's eating light and water. I don't know if that's reading at all, but. And then here they are. I think I named the turtle Clem, and he's reaching into his bucket and grabbing some seaweed for lunch. And the main guy that I didn't name has a can of some kind that he's opening with his teeth. And the tree guy's enjoying the light immensely. But he enjoyed it a little too much. And he started choking on the light he was eating. And everyone's freaking out and trying to give him the Heimlich to remove the light from him. And then he spews light all over the room. And casts this really cool shadow. And then there's someone in one of the lockers kind of looking on. And they're like, oh God, that was crazy. I can't believe that happened. And then they're kind of cleaning up and putting lunch away. The one guy's kind of heating up his lunch. I apparently really like refrigerators and stuff in comics or something because they seem to always appear. And then the microwave's going haywire. They're running away from the microwave, and then suddenly that locker opens. And it's their manager, who's a big bird. And he comes out and he unplugs the microwave, and he's kind of screaming, and he's really upset because, as you saw back here, the refrigerator's a mess. And he's blaming the little chinchilla guy, and then he's kind of scolding him and stuff. And then I don't know. That's it. And then they kind of he finds room in the freezer to put his lunch now instead of the fridge because it's clean. Okay, and then there was like another part of the book where there's like he has like a guardian angel or something. But anyways, that's it.
Hey Molly, there's like a really cute little kid here and he wants to buy something. Is that possible?
John James. Could you?
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. John James is not on the clock. He's just a good Samaritan. Okay, well, Nick, thank you. That was really enlightening. Your work is really pushing the medical field forward. Let me get some of that. Good night. Okay. So, Bigger was telling me this joke earlier. It was so funny. Bigger, do you want to tell everyone this joke? Dude, if you're gonna laugh so much, just let me fucking tell it, okay? It goes like this. Okay, so this dude and this other dude walk into a bar. Oh no, you tell it better. Okay, you tell it. Oh god. Okay. Big Ree's just so funny, you guys. Okay, you know who else is so funny? Cartoonist, Renaissance man, genius, Phoebe Mol. Could you please take a sip?
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful introduction. All I want is a little sip of that. That's supposed to be like how a baby drinks. Okay, well, one thing that I will tell you is that we're having a party at my house on May 17th. It's an art show in the backyard, and you guys should come. It'll probably be from 3 to 7 p.m., but maybe not. First, I'm gonna share some comics that are on Prezi. So So these are two comics that I've made recently. They're both just 2 pages long. They are poetry comics. This first one is called 3 Ways to Prove You're Not a Ghost. It's kind of like a little spell to remind yourself that you are real. 3 ways to prove you're not a ghost. One, you often felt so alone in the sea. Swimming back to shore was the only way to survive. Use a dog's eye as a mirror. You're right here, on land, with a dog. Two, laugh while recalling the texture of childhood. Do something tantric to a pile of dirt. Let yourself be brought back into form. A dirt pile makes dust inherently. You can be the form and it's imaginative. Three, over time, adaptations became instinct. Imagine into your center, a purple flower. Then bring it back inside you. Bring it back inside. That was my Halloween costume. Okay, so this comic is called Desire Spell. And it's kind of like advice from a spider. Hey, you. You're spinning out again. Spiraling. Well, you are a generative and wanting thing. To channel yearning into creation, remember this. Your desire shoots out in sticky filaments, transforming quicker than you can track. Like sex, or prime numbers, something before stillness. You can leave some webs untangled. There's squirming life beneath all stones. You can leave yourself alone. Oh, I forgot the books. Thanks. Okay, so now I'll tell you about World Egg Press, which is my small press with Anthony, who will be reading next. We just finished making our very first books. They're 2 little books. They kind of look like baby books, but they are not for babies. We are also making a book with Ella Beaver, who's here. Their book is called A Witch is a Woman in a House. A Woman in a House Could Be a Witch, and it's coming soon, this June. And this drawing is called The Twinklers Visit the Beach. There's many, many more amazing drawings and paintings and poems that will be in this book. 48 pages of good shit. Enough about all of that, and back to me. So this is Dolly Divination, which is my set of the sister books that me and Anthony made together. There's a disclaimer that comes with this book because I used AI to make it with me, which felt kind of contentious to print it and publish it, so I'll just tell you guys how I feel about that. After much hemming and hawing, I decided that this book benefits from some contextualization. Are people gonna think I'm a techno-futurist? Oh God. We heard Phoebe Mol thinks AI should replace artists, and we're pissed! I, Phoebe Mol, Made these poems in collaboration with Dolly, an AI image generating software, in 2022 and 2023. At the time, I was curious about using AI as a divinatory tool, like tarot or a magic 8-ball. To explore this idea, I fed Dolly text prompts with which it created these dreamlike images. I then responded to the images by writing poems. Thus, the collaboration became a process of AI and I affecting or mirroring each other, meeting in the middle. I spent a lot of time trying to get a good image of dogs having sex, which I did get, but I'm not going to show you on the presentation. That's behind the paywall. So if you want to see that, and there's kind of even a boner in it, you'll have to buy the book. But I do feel like I was like being put on a list of perverted people using AI because I was getting a lot of like, we can't show you that. The visual landscapes conjured from this process felt distinctly unhuman, like a computer's fever dream. Limited to my human reaction to this computer-generated terrain, I felt a deep loneliness from Dolly's images. At times, I attempted to listen into this dark place, to channel Dolly's voice. At other times, my writing was more personal and reflexive. This book is a recording of this divination experiment. I share authorship with Dolly, my collaborator. Now, please disregard any mention of Dolly and Phoebe and extend yourself towards the middle place where these visual poems came from. So whenever you see a slide like this that has no words on it, it's the end of a poem. So there will be a handful of poems. It's not all the poems in the book, and there are also some extra ones that I threw in here that aren't in the book. Here we go.
It's not much, but I think it grows out of me. Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Welcome to my anthill, beautiful. Your dumpling is alive. What else? Your wet dream about driving into a sinkhole is alive. What else? Your dust is alive. What else? Your dust is a clock. Time passes. You clean. You make space for nothing again. You're doing such a good job. I met him a few days ago on my Google Doc. Windows open, I could hear cats screaming in the night. You know, when you can't tell if they're fucking or fighting, but it sounds like someone's losing. Anyway, I was sitting there working on my poems, and my cursor started looking at me different. Beckoning. It embedded inside me something sentient. I realized I could peel back the Google Doc, and there he was. He'd been smiling at me the whole time back there. Touching our pixels together except we're both boys. I wanted to call you up and ask something. About mannequins and scarecrows. I've been dreaming of being split in two. Dreaming of my friends as children, and other affections. I'm hanging up now. Wait. Do you think about how transfixing other people are? Do you think there's a space between us that wants to narrow? Now I want to show you something a little different. It's, kind of private, but I've come to trust you. I dream this human body, I think it's my own. Or maybe my human body is something like this. No, this is my body. I think this is right. Or never mind. You're about to come back from the dream. Look at your hands. Focus. 2 dirty pieces of orange twine. A rabbit's claw. Half a robin's shell. A rusty wire. A nameless thing. A shape composed of TV static. This iridescence looks like censorship. But it's just a color you aren't able to perceive. A tick on a leash, circling forever. You plan to combine these objects to make something like a clock, but it won't tell time. Can you bring these things back from the dream? Will they get claustrophobic in your pocket? Can you clutch them tight enough that they wake up with you, tangled in your bed sheets? Shit, hold on, wait a second. Don't go just yet. Do you feel that? God's about to reward me. Oh my God.
That's all. Actually, one more thing.
This project was funded in part by the Regional Arts and Culture Council. Thank you, Rack.
Can someone take a picture of this for the final report? Thanks. That's a lot. That's gonna be good. Also, thank you to the many people that helped us make this book, like Cam and John James and CL and Jade, who had all the machinery and expertise and tools that we really needed to make these books. We did perfect bind them by hand, and that was very arduous. And thank you to all the other people that believed in this project. And now I'm excited for you guys to hear Anthony's side of the sister books.
Do you think Phoebe's an android? Wait, what did you say? Dude, what are you saying? Dude, what? Guys, I got so stoned I can't even understand what Figgery's saying. Oh, fuck. Okay, good thing this is almost over. Well, I hope that our next reader is a human being. Here's Anthony Clementi, awesome cartoonist and painter.
Thanks. Oh yeah, thanks. These guys are pretty stoned, but I think that I want to get stoned too, because I love weed. If there's one thing you want to know about me, it's that I love this stuff. So. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that's the good. Yeah, that really is the good stuff. Thanks, guys. Oh, okay. I'm so high. Wow. So what a wonderful vibe that we have going on here. Everything is so funny and terrifying, which kind of reminds me of how I feel when I get high, when I smoke weed. So let's go on this journey together. I'm gonna start by reading a project that me and my good friend Jack Childress made a long time ago, a collaborative comic project where we would kind of hot potato pieces of a comic. So It's called, first, I have a painting show up. I'm not so much a comic person, but I have comics that I'm going to read, of course, but I really like to paint. I had a reception for this show a little bit ago. It's at Replicant on 70th and Gleason, and I have a bunch of paintings there. So if you want to check that out, you should. It's a good place. The project is called Dish Network Reloaded by Jack Childress and Anthony Clementi. That's me. Here we go. Well, hey, I'm Hot Dog Joey. Did you know that more than a third of adults over 45 report being lonely? Wilson and Moulton, 2010. Oh, you already knew that, huh? Well, did you know that ducks have corkscrew penises? Oh, you heard that too? Well, geez, you guys are pretty smart. Maybe someone should start calling you Hot Dog Joey, and maybe they'll start calling me Hot Dog Nothing with a side of useless old meat that don't know nothing about anything. Would you like that? All right, that's the first one. Here's the second one. It's the first one we made. Everyone felt pretty shitty, so they all gave up on their tasks and just in general. Then they all left. Some turned into trees, others bought and lived in bands for clout. The gods didn't pay attention or care. It was just another wave in an eternity ocean of changes and stillness. In and out. In and out. That's another one. This one's got a poem. It's a little bit sad, a little bit somber. So, Amanda, could you give me a sad soundtrack from the medieval times? Yeah. Yes. Oh, man, that was really sad. We weird sisters three, do doth command you give us poop and pee. Oh, strange sisters three, take my kingdom, take my throne, but leave my poop and pee alone. Your kingdom and throne turn to ash and bone, if our request be left alone. Your body too will cease to be, for you see, the thread of your soul, life, doth belong to we. You want it? I got it. Looks like pretty high quality stuff. So you wonder, that makes sense why they would want it so much. Okay. Here's another one. If you stare into the sun long enough, you can see its face. Oh, the sun's pretty hot. Huh. He sure is. And he'll sell you the best tamale you've ever had. Cheap. You want to take this with me? Nah, shit saps my will to live. What? You're too hot to be depressed, though. Oh? Yeah. Pills that send you to hell. I mean, that's not really a compliment considering you don't know shit about me. Celebrity worship is fucked up. And if they love you, if they can love you that much without knowing you, they can hate you the same way. That Marilyn Monroe said that. You already know that wasn't Molly. I'm blind. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Here's another one. This one actually is pretty sad. Yeah. Well, you pictured things going differently, didn't you? Yeah. This is the whole talking, by the way. Yeah. Feels like I'm always disappointed, though. Like, it's naive to have any expectations at this point. I just want to be filled. Everything I try to take in just gets swallowed up. Nothing sinks in. I never feel it hit the ground. How do you feel about these whole analogies, by the way? Yeah, they're fine. Shouldn't be giving advice, but I think what you're looking for is made up. It'll never be so specific. I'm not saying lay down and die, but where you are right now has to be good enough. The less you fight that, the more things start to flow. Would you fuck me? Okay. This one's like you're just about to die kind of thing. Your journey is coming to a close. But before you choose your final path, there's something I must show you. Oh, Amanda, can you make this one sound like you're dying? Like I'm dying. Yeah. There's something I must show you. Okay. I'll teleport us there right now. What the fuck? Is that a crack pipe? No, that's his dick, you idiot. No, I know. I mean the thing in his hand. I mean hoof. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. So that was one version of it, but if we back up just a little bit and we could do the real ending. That was one that I did, and then Jack was like, that is so bad, we cannot do that. And I was like, okay, well, you try instead, how about that? So I'll back up and say, but before you choose your final path, there's something I want to show you. Okay, I'll teleport us there right now. Behold, the great advancements of your distant future. You may ask it one question, for it knows all. Oh, perfect. I actually have a really good question. Good, boy. Ask it whatever you wish. What is the truth that the beast that towers over me? And what of the swarm of winged that block out the sky? Why does it speak to me mouth ajar? It says to me, this will never cease to be. Please help me. Must this be true? Must this be real? And then he turns to the computer and the computer says, I was showing this to Phoebe earlier, and they were like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I think I just gotta explain a little bit. So the computer had an answer, but it wasn't so straightforward, and it's showing quotes by the famous philosopher Emil Cioran, who's famous for saying really depressing things like, insomnia is a vertiginous lucidity that can convert paradise itself into a place of torture. Or, the sole means of protecting your solitude is to offend everyone, beginning with those you love. Or, since all life is futility, then the decision to exist must be the most irrational of all. But reportedly, he's actually a really happy guy, I guess. But he's dead now. But his friends said that he was actually really happy. So, anyway. Here's another one. Hey, can I talk to you really quick? It's about last night. It's alien talking. I don't know if you remember, but you got fucking impaled by that stake you landed on after that sick flip you did off the park bench. You biffed it pretty hard. That girl Grundy wandered over from the Denny's and blew her grand slamwich everywhere. You missed it because you died, but then she was like, Jack, please. Okay, so that's all of Dish Network. Here's some of my comics. This is my favorite room in the house. I'm still young. Plenty of time left to grow to hate it. Certainly not waiting around for it or anything, but it's good to be aware of the future's potential. I bet you think that I'm some kind of pessimist. Ironically, that makes you a judgmental asshole. You should actually leave my favorite room. Now, please. Okay, that's one. Here's another one. It says, I started to feel faint at work. Make this one seem like I'm tripping on acid. If you could do that. It's kind of hard. I felt like I was processing time wrong. Like seconds would skip after each step, and each step felt delayed. My head started to hurt, and my breathing feels heavy and forced. And I think about dying with a damaged brain. My boss shares his spicy Tibetan food with me. It is a shock to my system and sends me further spinning. As we eat, he explains to me that time isn't real. So that's a true story. And now that here are 3 memes. That last comic is kind of like when people do hourly comics. These memes are likewise a recounting of my own life. This is a meme about how I felt in college. But reportedly I feel much better about time, you know? So I'm really glad I got over that. But anyway. This is an experience that I had on the on the bus. Nobody knows that I'm listening to Songs of Ireland by Mary O'Hara and judging the broader culture for not considering that maybe bus engines may have souls in the same way a city does. The twist is that everyone in the bus was also thinking that same thing. And here's my last meme. There are 2 kinds of people in this world, people who know how to do the splits and people that better start learning. I fall into the latter category. I'm busy. Anyway. Okay, so I'm so happy to be able to present this book. Me and Phoebe have been working so hard on this stuff, and it's really nice to be able to take my comics and do something with them. So thank you everybody who helped that Phoebe mentioned, and thank you Phoebe for encouraging me to do it. So here's some of the stories from the book, not all of them. So here it goes. This is the 4th story. It's called Feudal Break. 300 BCE. I was a roving warrior in feudal world Japan. I happened across another rover and smoked a pipe he offered me. You simply have got to hate this shit. I usually practice more discretion among strangers, but he was letting off a really great vibe, and I really loved his outfit. When I smoked it, I was zapped into another time and another life for 3 whole months. I was a 3D modeler and animator for a dog food company. 2024 AD. Make the dogs be kissing. Okay. You're doing a great job, Kenneth. I would have liked to see it as a vacation of sorts, but it ended up being pretty exhausting, actually. You got smokestacks, you got everyone's drinking, you're running almost out of fuel all the time. It's freaky flags. In fact, I really wasn't having much fun until me and my smoking hot boss, who happened to be my wife, decided to call in sick for the rest of our time in 2024. We could tell it was coming to an end soon. She was also what you might consider an interloper from another time. We kept each other company so well that we felt we'd actually outsmarted the grim circumstances of our time. Swimming, kissing, picnics, tennis, day drinking in moderation, 2 to 3, 4 beers a day. Things stayed perfect and fun this way until some berries we'd eaten at a picnic zapped us back into the past. Only it turned out that when we returned to our times, it had turned out that we had actually Freaky Friday'd it, and I found myself standing in her body, and her, presumably mine, Now I, or she, was roving the way I, or now she, was, is? It hurts my brain to consider on account of how confusing it all is. Now when I see portals, I pray on the other side is the simpler time that we once shared together. This is yet to be the case, and I usually end up someplace new, living a whole another life without her. Or do I mean me? Anyway. This is story number 3, Traveling Salesman. I'm what you might call a traveling salesperson. I deal in goods that used to be yours, but have only recently come into my possession. My baby! I take great pride in my work, as I know my clients' lives are improved as a result of the sale I offer. This man got his nose stolen, and he bought it back. It's not easy providing for those in need like I do, but someone has to provide for these sad, sad creatures. They need what I have, so I must provide. Someone has to do it. Well, there's that. Story 2, an ache to make. This one is not a sad poem, and I swear I'm not lying this time when I say that it's not that, it's not funny, but it's just a poem. It's like a list. It's like a list. An ache to make. A hunger to slumber. A picture of Andy. Bad poetry that no one will ever read. And labor over an image. List. So this story is the namesake of the book. I had originally conceived it as like a children's book. I really wanted to make a children's book, and so I wrote this, and it ended up just not really being something that a kid would like. But the idea is that it's like a baby book sort of story. And that's why we kind of made them look like baby books. Anyway, so that's where that came from. But this is sort of like nursery rhyme-ish. Burned bones go brittle. Chocolate melts, eggs break, glass shatters. That's Hannah Teresh, if you know who that is. Coffee goes cold. Bread grows mold, and you forget things that you've been told. Bottles empty, pots do break. Some river water turns into lakes. Bodies need rest, friends do die, the knots that join us do untie. And campfires keep us warm as they turn into a part of the sky. And this is the last one that I'm going to read. It's again about dying. And yeah, it's about, yeah. It's called Blood Moon. Your life taken by a stranger on the road. The flame you are put out in a puff. It takes only an infinitely small second to miss everything you just lost. Even the most painful moments in your life when you had wished for something like this. Death. Luckily for you, it's not all over yet. In death, you get to see your life stats. Like how many drinks you've drank, how many cigs you've reduced to filters, and a number of other things you've never done. 512 years lived, 310,000 martinis, 12,421 dogs pet, so many cigarettes, 0 kickflips. how many steps you've taken, how many times you've kissed different people in your life. You decide to organize them all by this number. Totally, Bumper, Freno, Kuso, Donner, Crino, Reno, Grandy, Car. You realize these numbers don't mean much to you. A being says, "You're welcome to stay as long as you want. And when you're done, you can walk through that door over there, and then it's lights out for real." You decide to stay and rewatch some of your favorite memories on DVD. Your favorite one was Blood Moon Nights compilation. You liked that one a lot. Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming. Here's some handles you can follow if you want to keep updated.
Thank you so much, Anthony. That guy's really thinking about death a lot, which makes me think he's probably a human. Okay, another round of applause for Anthony, please, but make it quick. Because I just got a text from Boss Jason, and he's on his way from Boss headquarters right now, so we gotta shut this down. Vickery, will you please get rid of this? Get that out of here. Okay, so, let me just make sure it doesn't smell. Does anybody have eye drops? I feel like my eyes are really red.
I got you.
Cameron, thank you. Everybody just act normal, okay? Do I look stoned to you guys? Do you feel like I'm acting weird right now? Do you think Jason's gonna notice?
No.
Oh, fuck, okay. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Everyone's just gonna act really normal. There's books back there, you can buy them. Just do it like how you normally would. And I'm gonna be behind that counter, just like acting natural. And you can come and buy them for me, just like exactly how you'd regularly do it. You guys can just talk to each other. Like, you don't have to be weird about it. You can just like have a normal conversation. And Jason's gonna get back and he's not gonna know a thing, and it's gonna be great, okay? So let's have another round of applause for our amazing artists tonight.